sinister. Never lied in my rhymes. You can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Hello, new world. All the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the doje, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they copy up us? The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box where they make it.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets sweep to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Morrison. Able to find Isabella. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
On 1st and 10, Morrison. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they do best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Looking straight ahead is Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The slot man in motion right. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Herbert now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw on 2nd down. Morrison. Campbell making the catch. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off-play action. Morrison rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 33. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The last play got just a yard, and here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Chargers at 3-1 here through the first 4 games. They're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now, sliding out of the pocket. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing on 1st down. Morrison over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrison, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 4th down, Morrison. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out at new.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Morrison. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morrison. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They have to feel good about themselves. They had this guy bounced in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll get this to Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Morrison. And Bolden brings it in. Complete. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Looking to throw. Morrison. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Morrison. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Morrison. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Herbert. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. lead.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Morrison. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Morrison delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
What now?
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Score, Raiders 29, Chargers 10.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Herbert now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some touchdown Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Chargers 10.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So this one a victory.